Hello and welcome back to Safe Space with the conversations that you may not find anywhere, as honest, candid, spontaneous as they can be. So today we are going to be discussing the friendships need maintenance. You need to maintain your friendship. What do you need to do to keep it going and flowing? Do you have to be intentional, or do you just let it be natural, or you just let things flow the way they want to? Do you have to put in some sort of effort? Is what we shall be exploring. A few ideas here and there. And then so today I have Fortunate. How are you?
I'm good. Hi.
I'm okay. Hi, Maria. It's been a minute.
Rosemary.
It's been a minute for me every now and again. But guys, do you have to put in some sort of effort to maintain a relationship?
Yes, you do.
Okay, shoot.
Like any other, it's a life. You're dealing with someone, so maintenance is key.
How?
I'm looking at how best to bring a friendship maintenance, but the same way you maintain yourself.
You take care of yourself. I'd be loving on myself.
You take care of yourself, you love yourself, you treat yourself, you take yourself out, you have your me time.
You take yourself out.
Yeah.
Okay, hold the thought. Go ahead. Do you think friendships have to be maintained?
Yes, definitely. I believe they do. And they have to be intentional, and expectations must be clear.
Okay.
Okay.
Clear expectations, because you've had friendships not working out because someone expected Y and they received X. Yeah. So expectations must be clear. If this is a friendship from work, yeah, then you might not be invited to the family cookout. Yeah. but
be a friend.
yes, like and when our friendship reaches that level, then yes, it makes perfect sense. But at every level,
I've just come into this company, and now we've become friends. We are tied to do everything together, and then I have this function at home, and I don't invite you.
You have to be understanding because you are friends.
yeah, you have to be understanding, because now let's say I'm getting married, and we are friends in office, and I didn't tell you and I didn't invite you. That might make you feel some type of way. Yeah. But if my brother is getting married and I didn't invite you, like really, why would you feel some type of way?
Okay, about having expectations well spelled out in the beginning, because from the expectation then comes the maintenance. So do you ever have conversations, Fortunate, with friends? Friendships can just sprout out of nowhere. You just find yourself very cozy with this person, very comfortable with them. You have conversations with them. They spend time with you. They come through for you in times when you didn't expect anyone to. When do you have the space to talk about expectations?
I am not the kind that goes for, let's talk about the expectations of this friendship, but I am the kind in the maintenance period. That's where we grow the understanding
Of
each other. We are going out for no particular reason. It's not your birthday. Hi, I have like 100K. Let's just go take ice cream. In the process,
She said we are going out. She said ice cream. Okay.
so in the process, in our conversations, we are meeting each other's expectations. Even you're realizing. I am telling you, because we are talking. Oh, by the way, I think we should do this together. I have this idea, but I know you're not fit for it. I'll talk about it with my sister. So I get to understand. Yes, I know I am good with this friend, but her expectations is not a business kind with me. They prefer. Okay. So I don't set my expectation high for that business.
So it is like a personal thing. It's more of like bela muntu mkulu. all of it.
Understand? Yes, the expectations. This
you
is how you
cannot
pick
tell
them.
me. So you can actually become friends with someone and then start discussing expectations. Like it's a very rare topic.
It won't come like, okay, these are our expectations, but in the conversations, you're trying to understand me, I'm trying to understand you. That's where you get to know, okay, this kind of friend of mine is not the one that would want me to do this and this with her. So when I am going to do this kind of thing, I know that I'm going to let her know that I'm doing this, but it is not an invite to what I'm doing.
Huh?
My brother is getting married. He said, my brother is marrying someone. I will talk about it, but I'm not inviting you. And you're going to understand it. Yes, and you're going to understand it as a friend, but you're not being invited to my family.
And I shouldn't be offended.
And you shouldn't even feel anything bad about it. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't think about it. Yeah, you shouldn't, right?
I love me.
Yeah, because we are really friends, and
like we know, you know, the boundaries may not be said, but they are
boundaries
said.
are the safest thing a friendship can ever have, maintain, and be great about.
Okay, I think what I've picked from what you've said, and this is something I've never thought about, is when you start interacting with someone, you start gauging and knowing where I stand with them.
The expectations are implied in how they interact with you, right? What kind of information they will share with you. If someone is talking to me and they are talking to me about money, yeah, then I feel like at a certain point we may have, our money might cross. Yeah, so if you're talking to me and you're telling me about your boyfriend, yeah, then at a certain time I will ask you to say what, because you opened that door.
Okay, so now what I am learning is, as an individual, you have the right to what kind of friendship you want to share with any person in your life. And you command that in the kind of information you share with them.
Yes.
Oh, that's a big revelation. I'd never seen it like that. I would just feel like, I thought we were friends.
And then someone would ask, like, why would you think we are friends? Like, what do you know about me?
Because, you know, even when before coming on set, we were having this conversation with Fortunate and Rehema, and then they were like, you'll be in a friendship where you're the one constantly sharing.
Now that is one side.
And the other, you've just now opened up, I've just opened some Pandora box of a friendship where I thought we were tight, and I've now realized I was the one sharing.
Like, have you seen that meme where they say, are you your best friend's best friend?
Kananga, no.
That is okay.
Baby Ampuliza, she will listen to me and all those things, but she never talks to me about anything happening in her life.
I have one thing that helps me to maintain my friendships, and it is I am not a best friend to my best friend. So my best friend can have a best friend. I learned this when we were in primary. Our teacher, it was very early in the morning, and our teacher put us in lines. And they called one person and said, call your best friend. They called, and guess what? The whole line, this one was calling from the other class, the other person. So when we were done, he said, did you see what just happened? You came alone in front, but you're not living with the very person you invited. So when you're reading your books,
This reminds me.
That was
primary school. Where you have, we had that conversation of best friends, and then our teacher was like, okay, you everyone tell us your best friend, and people are saying my best friend. We are in P7, and your best friend is in P5. Make it make sense. Yeah, you're in P7. You're in Namgongo, and your best friend is in Namagunga. Make it make sense.
Happens.
Like at that time, it's it was like it doesn't make sense because we are in school 9 months of the year and we are in boarding school. So when how much of a best friend is this best friend whom you see for 2 months a year?
Catch up on the entire yearly business when we meet.
Guys, I have had issues with making friends. When I was in P7, my friend, the person I can say was my friend, was a little girl in P3. And I used to leave P7. You see, my height was of a very good advantage at the time. I'd leave P7, pre time.
But
I'd
why,
spend it
Fortunate?
in P3. I still don't know why.
That you
That was
spend
like
time
that.
in P3 and that's your friend.
Yeah.
How did you
and they
become
liked
friends with
me.
this person?
Yeah, now that is what I find weird. Like, Fortunate, how?
Friendships are very natural at the beginning. It's the maintenance that makes it
Difficult.
difficult or hard or to make it to other as a step.
P7 person and a P3 person. They
Conversations are you
We
having?
are in primary.
They're still writing with
Still.
pencils.
still.
I-
I wouldn't even think to have a friend in P5 when I was in P7.
You're an elder.
Yes, thank you.
I was young.
We were all young, but
Yes,
I
we were
wouldn't-
all young. So
I
I allowed myself
actually-
to be young.
Anyway, me and school
Now
wasn't
that
really my
is,
fun
I
time,
feel like
so generally.
that means your approach to friendships is different, diverse. Yeah,
And then she's diverse.
yeah.
And I don't think people of your age would understand you as you attract, there is that natural love attraction. You attract who you are. So if you have this child inside of you who is eager to play, in as much as your people may be going, oh, strays, I even say I sing, boys, what, that child inside of you is going to attract a child
And
who
little
is like
babies,
you.
and they love
And they are,
me.
yes, and you will understand each other so well. So I think that's like your spirit.
So last week, I think last week on Monday or Tuesday, I posted something and I said, I got this cup baby on Eid. My friend is a Muslim, so yeah. Sorry if you aren't invited. And I found this little baby. It's not yet even a year old, but the baby. Oh my god! I felt like I connected with a kid.
You
That's
connected
it.
with the baby.
That's it. We are going to take a very short break, and when we come back, we shall go back to that topic because fortunate.
Shaba too much.
Yeah. And welcome back, our dear friends. So fortunate, I'm not going to even pick up from that conversation, but I've learned, I think, a number of things in our very first session. And the first I've learned, and I'm going to move forward with, is learning how to take charge of how I relate with people on friendships, even relationships. I think it makes sense. How much you share is how much power you have. I think it's something we've learned. And then we've also learned that relationships are very smooth at the beginning. It's a natural attraction. It's a natural force that brings people together. Then, now in this part, after you're now together, you're attracted to each other. You have the same gravitation towards different things. You're okay. How do you maintain this friendship for it to, one, serve you? I'm very sure, Banange, human beings, we are very selfish. Something has to serve you for you to be in it. So how do you maintain it for you to serve you, serve the other person, and also just have a harmonious being generally? Do you need effort, or do you let the first initial attraction become your inertia forever?
It can't be like any relationship. It can't be. It will. The honeymoon phase will dwindle, and then the work will begin. Yeah, I have been that kind of person who hardly nurtures friendships. I feel like they should happen. Yeah, if we haven't talked for a year and then we talk after a year, it's okay. But recently I realized even simple things like commenting on someone's status every now and then. First of all, I don't like looking at WhatsApp statuses. I rarely do. But I started forcing myself to look at statuses and then just comment. I've realized there are those friendships like I have a cousin I haven't seen like in 10 years. Yeah. But we were friends when we were 10, when we were kids. And then she left the country. But just small communication over WhatsApp, small commenting here, laughing there, and then it has blossomed into something great. Yet the effort has been so small. So I feel you need to be intentional. That yes, this is my friend. They might need this kind of support. They might need this kind of encouragement. Maybe I'll check up on them. Maybe I'll send them a funny meme. Yeah.
Okay, I think I love that. For me, I'm going to pick up from the point that made so much sense to me. When we are starting out this friendship, there is a lot of communication going on, and you start to pick on what the expectations of the other person are.
Yes.
So I think from picking through that, you get to understand that me and Goretti share a friendship, but Goretti looks at me so much as a business friend, not a personal friend. So from that, for me, the first thing that I would do is to create boundaries moving forward. Let us not stray from the business relationship we are sharing, or this friendship, and stray so much into personal affairs, because believe it or not, there are people who don't want to know your personal stuff. They just want to be your friend for as long as you're in business together, for as long as it is serving them, but they don't want to be so involved in your personal issues, getting to know how so and so dumped you what, because that will weaken or will let that friendship break. So when I know that, the first thing I'll create first for me are boundaries of, I know if I'm going to sit down and share anything with Goretti, I'm not going past this and this. Even them, when they come on so hard to me, and then they try to change the dynamics of this friendship to something that I already know they can't handle if I opened my own box, I wouldn't let them go far. Of if they want to now start talking, something really happened, like, oh, sorry, oh, that's sad, but how is business? Thank you.
Not really. You would ask.
No. No, the moment you dig deeper, you're going down the rabbit hole.
Okay, let's put it this way. You are creating boundaries, but you're not restricting the boundaries. Do you get the point?
Boundaries mean restriction.
No, we are friends.
This is the thing. This is where my comparison came from. I know that, fortunate, if I opened up to you about my personal life, knowing you can't handle it. You get the point?
Yes.
But yours may be something I can handle. But if I opened up my own, you won't be able to handle. So it's way better for both of us not to try and go into that side of life. Because the moment we do, you open up, and the natural expectation when you talk to someone about very intimate things about you, you want them to also tell you something about them. It's very comforting somehow. So if I know you can't handle my baggage, it's way better we remain in the friendship that works for both of us, not just one party.
You notice when we were starting, you said, do you have this person you share your information with? She listens, she comforts you, but she never shares. She did not set that boundary for you because she's not that kind. No. She understood the person you are as her friend. So I might come, and today I am more of a business friend. But with the time, I'm into business because nothing personal is going on, is happening. Then I reach at a point where something personal is actually happening. And guess what? You are this person that is so much of my safe space.
Unfortunate. Great, bear with me witness. You can see your friendship shifting. That's different. What I am saying, you should be also able to gauge at what point your friendship is at.
Yes.
Can it handle certain conversations?
Yeah, that would be better.
So if I am sure, like I know my name, that this friendship we have, it is sweet, yes, but it can't handle. You can gauge and see, you know, and your instincts will never lie to you. You can know that this person, if I ever told them something of this sort, they wouldn't bear it. I'll find it in the papers.
Yeah, if it's going to go to the
so
papers,
if you feel
please
you've not
don't.
yet mature to that point, don't open that box on either side. If she is trying to bring it in, listen, nod your head, jump right next to the other thing. The friendship where it's only one person doing the sharing, I've seen it's mostly because the other person is a gossip. I'm not going to lie to you. They are not trustworthy. They love listening to calamities. They are sadists. They want to listen to you, pick out weak points, get something to use against you, get something to tell and tell about you, break you, make you feel bad. Not knowing by the time you shared, you least don't care.
But are you friends now? Are you friends?
That's the thing I've been telling you. You think you're actually a friend with someone, but when you sit down and look through, you're like, no. What's another way to maintain a relationship, Gority?
Well, I have realized this is a view from the pandemic and the work and my work, yeah, the thing for remote and hybrid and and physical meetings, being in each other's space is really important. It's really important for connections, because having like a friendship meeting, let's say of like 4 people, over Zoom, even just having a family meeting on Zoom, this one is saying this one is saying this one doesn't want to stop talking, you mute this one, let's meet physically. As much as possible. See your friends physically as much as possible. It does more for the bonding, for things that you would not
wouldn't notice actually.
Yes,
you wouldn't notice that Google actually Meet. Someone is even losing weight over something. On phone you might talk and hi, you're well? Yes, I'm well. But when we meet and I say I'm well, and you look at my face and you are you sure? Yes. She didn't put a smile. Yes. Why?
That's the other dynamic. Yes. I've been this person who has been, maybe because I've spent so much time with myself, so I feel like we should have more online meetings, online prayers.
Once in a while.
Let me tell you,
once in a while.
Rosemary, I'm that person. I don't like going to the office physically. If we can do it remotely, why are we going anywhere? Yeah, I feel like we had scheduled, we have an investment club where we say, let's have monthly Google Meets. But come on, when it comes to friendships, it doesn't make sense. In an official setting, like we are meeting for work, yeah, there is an agenda, there's a way you will behave on an official call, which you will not do with your friends. Yeah. So the tools are there and they are really good, but they are for convenience in case you cannot do the physical thing and there's an urgent communication that needs to be done or a decision that needs to be made. Yes, but otherwise, strive to see your friends. Get out of the house. My boss is always telling me, Maria, get out from under the table. Like you're always under the table, like in your house, on calls, and no. Move out. Meet your friends. See them. Talk to them.
That's a good one. Fortunate.
Okay. And when I'm maintaining my friendships, I have a point of analyzing and accepting. It's key in friendships. You are supposed to analyze your friend and accept to give them time. Sometimes friendships fall out because you feel like you have to be there. Hey, we are friends. We have to be together. But is your friend in the same space at the time to be with you all the time? Or do they need space? So do you accept
You have to do
that?
analysis and know what do they need now. They need
Which kind of
space.
phase are they into? Is it a phase of us hyping? If it's not hyping, relax. Relax as a friend, accept that, you know, yes, I want to go out today, but it's not the phase of my friend.
Yes.
Let's
Go
have
alone.
Thank you.
Go with someone else.
Why do people have issues with going out alone? Before you have something to give to a friend, you need to give it to yourself first.
Accept that she is in a phase of, you know, sometimes your friend is dying with exams, but you are insisting, let's go out. Where are we going? I have a paper to read for. Oh, she has a paper to read. So understand, analyze the situation, accept it first, because once you accept first, you make it easy for the other person. Because it is you first to maintain this friendship for her to adopt to it.
Thank you so much. And when you're doing the analysis, the one thing that I'm actually looking at is you also need to have some personal time of sitting with yourself, yeah, and thinking about this friendship outside the other person's view, but your view. How do I feel when I'm with this person? What are they adding? Like, check with yourself. And after checking with yourself, I think it's important for friendships to also have a check-in time. You could make it every quarter and be like, every quarter of the year we need to check in. You know, it may sound like a business or an appraisal or something of that sort, but let's check in. Let's check in. Let's see if we are okay.
Yes.
Let's see if we are still on the same tune. Let's see. Check with yourself and then check with me. Come. Let us sit, meet. This time we're not meeting to play around, but we are meeting.
We
to
are
talk.
doing serious talk.
And that's all the time that we've had. This conversation is quite beautiful. I wanted to continue it, but just in case you've not had lunch, breakfast, supper, Namaste Restaurant is your place to go. Till I see you next time, guys. I hope to continue this conversation some other time.